For a little brother, you're not half bad, Dylan. The way you found Adamar's dagger was clever indeed.
I hope his reward is better than that last book of Proverbs he gave me. There were a couple of funny ones, though. Like, your tongue weighs practically nothing, so how come you can't hold it? And, uh-oh.
Quick, get behind me.
Ren! Help me, Ren.
Adamar! My God, Adamar, what happened?
Despicable warthogs. They came to my house. They're using me as an example.
Don't move. Try to be still.
I saw Dylan, told him to run, but I think they caught him. Not sure.
If they even so much as touched him, I'll hunt them down and kill every one of those filthy beasts.
There's darkness afoot, Rin. This is only part of... I mean, only the Order of the Flame can confront it.
The Order? That's a myth, isn't it?
The book! You need the book! Locked in my house across the river. An orc stole the key. I last saw him entering the tavern. Find the key. Get the book. Enter the temple. Get the soul crystal. Find Erok. Erok.
Dylan? Dylan!
There are legends from times long past of an age without kings, when the world was united by an alliance between the races of dragon and man. These are the legends of the Order of the Flame, a brotherhood of roaming protectors bound together through holy magic, so that the soul of each man was joined with that of a single dragon. By their strength and wisdom, the world was led, and peace reigned for centuries. But as in all times, there were those whose hearts held only hatred and darkness. In secrecy, they gathered to plot and scheme, and in time, the Dark Union was born. Sworn to overthrow the Order, the Dark Union slowly spread its web throughout the world, working from the shadows to sow dissension and unrest. At last, through bloody decision, control of the Dark Union was seized by the War Mage, Navros, and his ancient dragon Kyros. Together, they betrayed and murdered an assembly of the Order's greatest minds, leading the Dark Union at last into open revolt. The first blow had been struck, and the Dark Wars had begun. Through black sorcery and unholy alliances, the Dark Union had amassed a nightmare army which swarmed forth from the dark places beneath the earth. Magic of unimaginable destruction was unleashed upon the world. Seas boiled away to deserts. Mountains lay shattered. In battle after battle, the Order were driven back, and their great cities ground to dust. No longer content to share the reins of power, Navros betrayed the dragon Kyros. In a perversion of the ancient bonding ritual, he devoured the dragon's soul, melding its body into his own. Now grown monstrous and nearly invincible, Navros prepared to lead his armies against the last remnants of the Order of the Flame. With one desperate hope, the surviving mages of the Order invested their power in a single weapon, the Rune Blade. Surrounded and outnumbered, the Order's only chance lay in this sword, borne by the warrior Heron and the dragon Erok. As the armies clashed, Navros entered a mystic trance, drawing power for one final devastating spell. With the words of destruction on his lips, the betrayer was struck through the heart with a rune blade, and the tremendous forces gathered within him were unleashed upon the field. When at last the smoke cleared, both armies lay decimated. Where Navros had stood, a jagged rip had been torn in the very fabric of space. In the smoldering crater below, Heron lay dead, the rune blade broken in two at his side. On that blackened hill, only the dragon Erok still clung to life. The Order was no more, but the Dark Union's dreams of conquest had been shattered. With the fall of Navros, the Dark Union's hold on its monstrous armies collapsed. Chaos spread across the land. Mankind banded once more into many tribes and kingdoms, and the great achievements of the Order of the Flame were forgotten. The dragons, weary at last of the world of men, withdrew into timeless slumber, never again to return. The age without kings had ended, and of that brief golden era, only the legends remain.
Huh? Who has awakened me?
I did. You may call me Rin.
Inferior upstart? Where did you get that cursed stone?
No need to get your scales in a twist. I'm not your enemy, you know. You see, Adamar sent me. He said something about the Order of the Flame.
The Order? How presumptuous! What makes you think you're worthy? Why have you awakened me?
You see, my brother was captured in a Wartalk raid.
What? You awakened me, Erok? Bonded Dragon of Heron? Defeater of the Dark Union and saver of all Draken? For that?
Listen here, you wretched reptile! That's the life of my brother you're talking about!
Very well, Rin. I will listen.
Yes, but will you help me, Erok?
I do not have much choice. You brought my soul crystal. If you choose to bond with me, it will be done.
So, what do we have to do to bond?
Say, by fire and by blood I join with thee in the Order of the Flame. Once bound, we are as one. Whatever hurt I suffer, you will share. And if I die, your fate will be worse than death.
By fire and by blood, I join with thee in the Order of the Flame.
Hey, did you ever hear a knocking?
Sorry, I thought this place was deserted. I need some weapons and supplies. Got any?
You won't find much around here. The Warthogs carted off everything and everyone. Near as I can tell, I'm the only one left.
So, why didn't they take you?
As a lad, I apprenticed with the mage of Osa Oju. Oh, I'm no wizard, but I know enough magic to give the Warthogs a scare. How's that, dragon dame?
How did you know about the dragon anyway?
A sensing spell. It's how I know when the Warthogs are coming, and how I know you came here with the dragon.
Well, good luck, old man. I've got to...
Wait! You said you were looking for weapons. I know where a sword can be found, but you'll have to do a little chore for me first.
Why am I not surprised?
There's a mine back up the hill from here. I'd hide out there, but it's infested with spiders. Clean them out, and I'll tell you how to get the sword.
Pest control. You're starting to bug me, old man. Give me a challenge.
Oh, I have. You'll see. Here, take this key. You'll need it. What do you know, lass? You did it.
Don't act so surprised. Now, where's that sword?
Got a map we can use? What you're looking for is a ledge high up the mountainside.
You're sending me after a rusty sword on some ledge?
Nah, the ledge is where you use this. That's a rune of stone. Use it on the ledge and you'll find the sword quick enough. I marked the location of the ledge on your map.
Thanks. Keep your eyes open for war talks with hostages. They may have my brother.
Will do, lass. Good luck.
And to you.
Rin, you ride a dragon. I thought the Order of the Flame was just one of Adamar's stories.
So did I. What happened?
A Warthog raid. I thought you were killed. I tried to fight them, but there were too many. All the survivors were captured to work in the Warthog mines, but by the time we got here, I was so weak, they left me to die.
Did you see my brother? He's but a child.
They had all the children at the front of the line. He may have been among the sorry lot of new slaves.
I've got to find him. How do I get in these mines?
You'll never get through the front gate. But there is another way. You can reach it with the dragon. There's a secret entrance behind the waterfall. You're the only hope we have, Rin. You've got to find a way to save the villagers.
Poison. Useful weapon.
The hider, I presume?
Yes, at least that's what the Warthogs call me. Who are you?
Your best friend right about now from the looks of it. God, you're badly hurt. How long have you been here?
Hours, maybe days. Keep blacking out. I'm not going anywhere.
Sorry.
If you want to get out of this place, you'll have to destroy the Grimstone generator. Yes, which powers the mine supports and barriers. Destroy the generator, and these mines will cave in!
My little brother may be here. That would kill him.
No, if he's just a lad, he's not here. Every child that gets brought in gets shipped out with the next load of Grimstone.
Where to? And how?
By boat. I've heard the Warthogs mention the Eastern Archipelago.
And the rest of the people here?
We're dead already. Grimstone is like a slow poison. It eats away at your mind and your body before its magic kills you. Go find your brother. Hurry! If you stay here, the Grimstone will rot your brain, and you won't want to leave.
Can it be? Iraq? I thought you were lost in stony sleep forever. I thought the same of you, Iraq. I feared I was the only dragon of the Order left. Oh, but you are, old friend. I learned my lesson in the Dark Wars. I will not bond with a human again, only to become frozen stone when their fire goes out. You are not bonded? Then who awakened you? One who appreciates our strengths without polluting us with human weaknesses. I'm sad for you, Wirok. You have forgotten everything. It is you who should be pitied. You, once the bonded of Herald, victor of the Dark Wars, now mounted by a peasant wench. This one may surprise you, Wirok. Unlikely. It was good to see you one last time, Erok. But now it is time for you to sleep again. Forever.
Welcome, wondrous visitors, to Hive Island.
Your presence is light to our eyes.
We are emissaries,
Servants of the Queen.
Shilla, ruler of this realm.
Well, give her our best. I'm Rin, and this is...
Just an old dragon she rides.
The dragon's magnificent.
The woman so lovely.
Thank you. Listen, I'm looking for a little boy, my brother. He may have been brought to these islands with a shipment of grimstone.
Grimstone. Ugh, stinky stuff.
The wizard of the Ebon Fortress.
He has been importing it.
Why, no one knows, but there are suspicions.
It may have to do with the talisman.
The Rift Crystal.
The Rift Crystal?
You know of it?
I've heard the legends. Every dragon has.
It's a powerful talisman.
The wizard keeps it in his wretched bell tower.
Which stands on an island to the north.
Without the Rift Crystal, his power would wane.
His evil thwarted.
The importation of Grimstone would end.
With the Rift Crystal, Queen Shilla could do much.
Rid the realm of his sorcery.
Use it to find your brother.
Then maybe we need to get this Rift Crystal thing.
To gain the Rift Crystal, you must survive the test of the tower. But be forewarned.
Do not mention our queen.
The wizard envies her realm.
He will not administer the test.
If he thinks you're in league with us,
He may destroy you.
what were those things anyway?
Succubi. Perplexing creatures.
I don't trust them. A little too friendly, if you know what I mean. So what's this Rift Crystal you seem familiar with?
A crystal of great power. Huron placed it in the sword Runeblade and used it in battle against the Unsworn during the Dark Wars.
I'm impressed. You know a lot of history.
I've lived a lot of history. Our wizard, I presume. Forgive us, wise one, but
Erok, it is you. I couldn't be certain until you spoke.
do I know you? Forgive me, but I have slept long.
You once knew me as Rimril, though you may not remember.
Teyreth's apprentice? Yes, of course, but that was ages past. Even a wizard should be long dead.
The apprentice you knew is dead, Erok. I am the last of the Guardian Magi. I am bound to stand watch over the Rift Crystal till the sun goes dark if need be. I know why you have come, child, but you have been deceived. Queen Shilla controls the flow of Grimstone through these islands, not I. You will not find your brother here.
But the succubi...
Are demonic spirits, girl. They are Shilla's creatures, and would have you gain for her what they cannot. Queen Shilla is an agent of the Dark Union. It is likely she has the boy as well.
Dellen, Eric, we've got to go back.
Shilla is strong, child, even with Erok to aid you. Her Dark Masters have given her great power.
The crystal was a part of Heron's sword, Rin. If Shilla seeks it, then she must have located the blade itself. We cannot allow the Dark Union to reassemble the rune blade. But if we could unite them first... Yes. We'll need the crystal, Rin. It's the only way. Will you give her the test, Guardian?
It is not so simple. To even enter the tower requires the elemental amulet. The island fortress where it was held has fallen, and a goblin horde have camped amongst the ruins. Before you can begin the test, you must recover the amulet.
Perfect.
There is more. To reach the Rift Crystal, you must have the Bell Hammer, lost in the dead city of Alwarren. Find the hammer and return it here. Only then can you even hope to succeed. Return when you have the amulet and the hammer, not before.
A soul shadow!
Hail from one once known as Turi, bonded of the dragon Takora, guardian of Alwarren. Who enters this long-dead place?
I'm Rin. This is Erok. What happened here?
In the last days of Alwarren, the city was under siege, flanked by a regiment of the Dark Union to one side, and Tultal, the war giant, on the other. I couldn't defend the city against both, so I sent my dragon to fight the war giant, while I attempted the great spell of protection.
Are you not aware of the great danger that lies in casting such a powerful spell?
I learned this lesson the hard way. Once I placed the runes to invoke the spell, half the city became encased in an impenetrable enchanted barrier.
What happened to your dragon?
Sadly, she was trapped inside the barrier and slain by the war giant before I could undo the spell. Being bonded, I died with her. Now I am but a soul shadow, doomed to walk this tomb of a city and reflect on my terrible mistake. Tell me, Rin, why have you come to Alwarren?
We're looking for the bell hammer.
That's quite a challenge, you know. Listen carefully. You'll find it within the enchanted barrier, along with the war giant and the bones of my dragon. But first, you must bring me my dragon's soul crystal, so that I can disarm the ward I placed on the entrance to the city. Find the rune of water so that you may reach the dragon clutch of Alwarren. The soul crystal of my dragon rests on a dais there. Bring the stone to me, and I will disarm the ward. But beware. After Alwarren fell, many of Tultal's war giants lingered within the ruins, hoping to find a way to free their chieftain. Their descendants still remain, drawn to the aura of this place, though they have forgotten poor Tultal. Avoid them if you can. They are brutal and vile creatures, and far stronger than their primitive cousins. Hurry. One has caught your scent already. You found the soul crystal. The entrance is now open to you. You must now break the great spell of protection. The spell is powered by 6 magic runes, which surround the city. Collect all 6 and place them in the city seal. Once the runes are placed, the Bellhammer can be retrieved, but I fear ancient Tultol will also be freed.
Tultol? You mean it's still alive?
Tultol's masters imbued him with tremendous vitality during the Dark Wars. He has endured the long centuries of his imprisonment with only madness and hunger for companions. I am certain he will be quite eager to kill again. I ask one more favor of you, Rin. There lies my last tie to this world. Place the soul crystal on my bones, if you will. Two become as sides of a coin, as one do beat 2 hearts. Whence dragon and warrior join, the whole transcends the parts. Behold the dragon stone. Once lost, it has been found. Soul shadow joins its mate, and bones to dust are ground. I thank you, Rin. Farewell.
About time you showed up.
Maybe you should have finished your errands a little faster. If you're through being witty, perhaps we should think about retrieving the Bellhammer. It would be best to avoid Tultol if we can.
All that's left of Tultol is bones and dust. Honestly, I think Turi lost track of just how long she'd been here. Nothing could have lived that long. Anything exciting?
Welcome, Rin, bonded of Erok. Your actions prove you worthy. Enter the tower and seize the Rift Crystal if you can. Watch out. The tower itself is a test. Keep your wits sharpened, or you'll ne'er leave this place again. Erok!
What of him? Rimro, where did he go?
Ambushed, overwhelmed. They took him to the Cage of Runes. Inescapable without the key.
Who took him? Who took Erok?
Succubi. Queen Shilla. More powerful than I knew. Darkness spreads. You are all that remains to keep the flame alive.
Ah, pretty thing. You see the dragon, yes? No, wait! I can help you. Shilla took him to the sea caves, to the docks. I can show you. Shilla is punishing me and won't let me into the baths anymore. If one of the others finds my mirror, she'll keep it for herself. I know it. Find it for me, and I'll show you the way. My mirror. You are a clever thing. Follow this, and it will take you to the throne room. From there, you can find your way to the docks. Oh, my magnificent prize. You will make a fine offering. I only hope you're enough to soften the Master's wrath since this last shipment of Grimstone is so late.
Just who is this master of yours, Sheila? And why should he care about an old dragon?
Ha! Good try, Flame Bucket. You'll not loosen my tongue that easily. With Rimrill dead, and you my guest, I need only wait for my minions to bring me your little vixen and the Rift Crystal.
Assuming she can reach it.
Oh, she has it all right. Otherwise, you'd already be frozen in stone, my sweet Arok.
How do you know that name?
Oops, a slip of the tongue. I've already said too much. Hello! Would you cast off already, you snot sluggers? I'm not getting any younger here, you know. Though you wouldn't know it to look at me.
I've got to get to that ship.
Attention! Attention! The meeting will begin as scheduled in the Great Hall of Darkness. Attendance is mandatory for all thralls of evil, dead or undead, possessed on a permanent, part-time, or temporary basis. A reminder for those individuals who arrived late to the previous meeting, you are responsible for providing the post-meeting blood sacrifices for those of us who understand punctuality. Grim!
Shh! I have the Rift Crystal.
Ah, I knew you wouldn't fail.
Well, thanks for the confidence, pal, but I've got to get you out of there.
This is a rune cage. The only way to open it is with the rune Sheila carries.
I'm not looking forward to that. Well, don't worry. I'll be back for you.
I have every confidence.
If I didn't know better, I'd think you were sucking up to me.
Great Lord of the Rift, Master of Darkness, we, your humble servants, seek your counsel at this meeting of the Dark Union Reborn.
What news have you, Sheila, Queen of the Succubi?
I have captured the dragon Arok, Mount of Heron, ancient foe of Navarus the Mighty and the Dark Union.
You have done well, my beautiful queen.
Oh, well, we, your servants, eagerly anticipate witnessing your judgment upon him.
Silence! There remains the matter of the Rift Crystal.
Servants of Darkness can't pass the test required to take the Rift Crystal, so I deceived an innocent into taking it for us.
Girl, you are in for one hell of a disappointment.
I expect her any moment now. Without the dragon's power, she'll be easily dealt with. And then the Rift Crystal will be...
See to it that you get it. The full power of the Sword of Heron and the Rift Crystal must be in my hands when I cross over. Zirlik, High Priest of Death Magi, stand forth.
I stand ready to serve, O Master of Darkness.
The Sword of Heron?
Safe as ever, my lord. The sword room guards answer to me alone.
And the preparations for my return?
Dylan!
We have found a suitable vessel for your inhabitation, my master.
Prepare the Brimstone Gate and bring the boy to me. I have waited long to wear warm flesh again. Rejoice, my subjects. Soon I shall walk amongst you. And the Dark Union will at last rule all of Drakan and beyond.
Shilla, give me the rune that opens the cage, now!
No, my little strumpet. You're the one who's gonna give me something. The Rift Crystal.
The only thing you're going to get is a funeral if you don't give me that rune right now. Erok, we've got to hurry! Shilla, the Wartoks, the Goblins, they're all trying to bring some Lord of the Rift to Drakan.
Navaros. Yeah. I had a bad feeling this might happen.
He's why Shilla wanted the Rift Crystal. He plans to use it with some sword they have.
No. They have the rune blade? This is bad. Navaros knows their power well. Heron used them both to drive Navaros into the rift. With them, the Dark Lord would have even more terrible power than he did long ago.
They're taking my brother to him now.
If your brother has been taken into the rift, then we'll have no choice but to battle Navaros. To do that, we'll need the Rift Crystal and the Rune Blade.
All right then, let's get the sword. Leave my brother alone, you beast! Dylan! My dear, dear Dylan, I am so sorry.
There is no time for tears, men. Draw strength from your anger. We must avenge Delon, or all Drakan may suffer his fate. Rin, let's go now, while it's open. Ha 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 ha!